You said you loved working with Cena, right?
Well, he's just a pure gentleman.
Oh yeah.
There's something great when you're working with men who are secure
Yes.
about being men, about who they are and what they are, and in their physicality and their spirituality. They're men.
Yeah.
It's a joy. It's a joy. It's never a problem. You know what I mean? And he was a gentleman. The way I met Cena, I was in a restaurant with my girlfriend. Like the night I got there, he must have been at another table. I went to pay my bill, and he said it's taken care of by Mr. Cena. And I turned around, and he was sitting behind me. And I
Oh.
look at him like this, and we got up, and I hugged him, and he said, "Oh man, welcome to the show. It's going to be a great season." And he's
Oh.
just a gentleman and a really smart, self-effacing. And I didn't realize how big of a star he was in the wrestling world there.
Oh.
My kids schooled me because I don't watch wrestling.
Me neither.
The only guy I know in wrestling is Kurt Angle because he was the one of the greatest Olympic wrestlers in the history of Olympic wrestling for the U.S.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know Kurt. I know Kurt because he was also in Warrior. But I learned a lot about John Cena, and he also quietly, I think, is the by far the most generous person in the Make a Wish Foundation with his
Oh.
time. Yeah, he's an amazing
That's
guy.
sweet.
Yeah,
Now, have you gone to see him wrestle?
I have not. That's not my jam.
Can I tell you, Frank? I have a good friend now. I became really good friends with him. My friend Kevin. He's named Karrion Cross. He's one of the
Yeah.
WWE guys. Brown belt in jiu-jitsu. He's been to my school before. He's a legit savage. He actually has some MMA fights before. So he's one of those wrestling guys that is
Right.
legit. Very good jiu-jitsu guy. Why did I bring him up? Oh, I know why. I have ADD. You know that, Frank. So he gave me and my family tickets to Madison Square Garden, and my wife used to watch it as a kid. I figured I'd bring my little girls. It's not for me when I'm leaving during the steel cage match. I can't take it, Frank. I can't. Christian was my producer. Was with me. Christian was with me. He goes, "You're leaving now? It's the steel cage match." I go,
main event.
There's a 10:30 back to fucking Long Island. I'm getting the fuck right. I actually fought in the steel cage. I know. And
I'm the same, bro. I'm the same way. It's fucking social intercourse. I
Yes.
can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. I can't. The older I get, the less tolerant I am. And then, look, it's not like I'm Brad Pitt, but when I go out in crowds like that, especially where it's fight centric and stuff,
yeah.
there's a lot of people who are on top of you. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's a lot of energy. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And I like to be nice to everybody, but it's so draining. And because I never want to offend one person who is
yeah.
like grateful that I'm there. I'm like, thank you to even know who I am. And by the time you go home, it's like a hangover for 3 days.
You know what? It's funny. The only way I could relate to that is I took my wife to Madison Square Garden when the UFC was there, and I don't go to them if I'm not fighting or unless
Right.
I'm in the corner because of the same reason. I'm no A-lister, but at that thing,
Right.
I'm waiting for my train and I'm taking pictures for 50 minutes, which is I feel
Great.
I feel privileged. But you
Right.
do get home and you're like, whew, I'm a nice
Oh,
guy,
yeah.
but shit, man, my face hurts from smiling.
It's energy, man. It's energy. And look, in the moment that they're coming up to you, they are so happy to see you.
Yeah,
And
it's
that
so
to me,
nice.
that to me is a gift, right? But each of those people have their own things going on in their lives. And
Yeah.
if you don't think that energy is transported
Oh boy.
through them in a little way to you,
Yeah.
you're crazy. And so now multiply that by maybe 350 people, it's a lot, man. It's a lot.
And another thing, when I take the pictures, one of the the problems with being 5'6", everybody's armpit's on my shoulder. I get the underhook. I get the fucking underhook, Frank. So I always smell good. I take a lot of showers. I go to the left and right. I smell like fucking armpits. You don't have to deal with that, Frank. Frank, you don't.
No, I'm only 5'10", bro.
Oh,
I'm only
shit.
5'10", 5'10 and a half with shoes on. So I'm not that much more than you.
I had that stud Sean Brady, UFC fighter. I don't know if you've seen him lately.
God.
He's a savage, striking, jiu-jitsu, Kimura's guillotines. So, people are calling him, man, he's short. So I had him on my thing. He's like, guys are calling me short. I'm 5'9", man. I'm not like I'm 5'6" or anything. I go, no, Sean, stop. I love that guy, though.
My brother, like I always consider myself a little guy. Like I'm 5'10", I'm a little guy, right? And my brother's 5'6", and I love him so much. And you know, I will say things like inadvertently say things about being little, and he looks at me. He's like, "How dare you? How dare you?"
Yes, I'm with him on that. I'm with him on that. 5'6".